Buenas, buenas. I am Dari Luna. You can find me on Instagram, DariLuna_, or TikTok, I am Dari Luna. YouTube, right here, Dari Luna. Welcome, welcome. So today, you clicked on this video, it's because you haven't had good luck in love. And I want to give you 3 really good recommendations of what to notice in you. Not necessarily things to do, but notice if these things are actually happening or not happening. Let's get started. Number 1, my favorite analogies. The best analogy ever to manifest anything in life is the analogy of the garden and the butterfly. This is the best. Why? Because if you want to trap, I'm going to use that word, trap. It's not like you want to trap a partner, but if you want to attract a butterfly into your life, what is one thing you really have to have set for a butterfly to come through? A garden, right? Because a butterfly is not really going to stay in if there isn't the particular specific flower and environment that works with her life, that aligns with her life. So think about it that way. And this is not just for attracting a partner, but think about what is one thing that you really desire and what would be the garden for that thing. So instead of focusing your attention on, in this case, that specific human being, that specific partner, and directly going into wanting to attract the partner, focus your attention on creating a wonderful garden that you also enjoy and that it is irresistible for that butterfly. Irresistible. So the man or woman or human being that you're wanting to attract to your life, that specific one, what would he or she or they be attracted to in you, in the environment that it's around you? What would be so attractive for that person? So if I'm wanting to partner up with somebody that is confident, right? What would a confident person would feel attracted to? What would it be? Another confident person? Or what if you were confident, and I'm going to the second thing here just in a little bit, right? Turns out that what you want to attract in another person, it's a quality that must be in you as well. Because in order for you to personify, in order for you to embody it, right? In order for you to attract it, since everything is a reflection of who we are, then we also have to embody it. And so checking in with, that saying of how can I be the man of my life? How can I be the woman of my life? It's like, that person that I really want. I want a person that really communicates. I want a person that it's really X, Y, and Z. Am I being that person? So let me just pause for a second. First thing is, what type of garden are you creating? What are you planting in your garden? And what you're planting in your garden must make you already feel satisfied and complete. And then inevitably, that butterfly, it's going to feel irresisted, right? Is that the word? Yeah, that butterfly is going to feel that the garden is irresistible for the butterfly, right? So that's where we want to go, because that's what we want to expand. What we want to expand in our life, it's what we put our attention on. So we want to expand that garden and the creation of what nurtures us. And then inevitably, we want the other person to feel nurtured by what we've been creating, by our creation. And so it's very important where you put your attention, and also very important to notice the differences of energy. When I am just imagine myself like just running away, trying to really trap and attract a butterfly. Is that really going to work better than having this just beautiful garden that the butterfly is going to instinctively fly in? Also, in that garden, notice how that butterfly is going to feel free to be itself. Yeah. And so isn't that what we want? Because we don't necessarily want to have a butterfly that is just trapped in this, and then if I take that out, it just runs away. That's not what we want. So that analogy is just the best ever. The second one, what I was telling you a little bit of, is everything that I want to attract must first be in me, or I can start cultivating it. So how can I embody those qualities that I want to see reflected in the projection of my reality? And I want to see in that projection of my reality a partner. And so how do I see that? I'm going to start seeing it everywhere, because that applies for quote unquote negative things or positive things. Nothing is negative or positive, but I'm just using it for this example. Everything is really just neutral. It's all a matter of what aligns with me and what doesn't align with me. What is the power that I have to make that neutral force be a beneficial presence or force into the life of others and mine? Or what power do I have to make that neutral thing, force, whatever it is, to diminish it? So it's not negative or positive, but in this case, how am I going to embody those qualities that I want to see in others? Yeah, that is so important, because a lot of times we forget about that. Oh, we forget about that so much. Okay, so I have so many examples of this moment in life where we want to, clients and myself included, because we forget, right? Where we just want to express how bad are the things that are happening. And in that expression, we share a lot of judgment for other people, right? Because we are irritated, we're annoyed, and we're just like having a relationship with somebody so close. For example, I have a client the other day that she was telling me that she couldn't, she can't get out of her house. She's still living, she had to come back to live with her mother, but she can't handle her mother. And every other day, pretty much, they're having like a whole argument all the time. And this has been going on for 4 years or so. So yes, there's a lot of things that, this person can be working on, but the most important thing is, where am I putting my attention? Because everything I see in that other person is already in me. And so if it's already happening, why don't we use the time, the energy that we have to see the other person as medicine, and use those qualities that we don't like and try to find them in us so that we can heal it in us? We are the tape of that projector. We have the tape inside, so we need to rearrange that tape. How do we do that? By refocusing our attention. So this is so important, because you are already a magnetic field, and you're attracting to you all of the things that you haven't changed yet, all of the cause that we need to work on. And you're also attracting to you all of the things that you already are, right? Those are the good things. And so when you see good things in another person, where you see qualities that attract you, it's a better set than good things, right? Because it's so relative. Then be grateful and thankful for those qualities in you, because they are just mirrors of you. So when you're just like, wow, like I really love this about maybe a new prospect or a person that could potentially be your partner, or even just friendships or family members, it's so powerful to acknowledge those qualities in you as well, because the more you acknowledge them, the more attention you're putting in them, the more they're going to help you thrive and flourish, and the more they're going to be attractive for that butterfly. Yeah. Okay, so I gave you 2. Number 3 is realizing it's not so much something to observe or an action to take in terms of noticing your energy and your power. But number 3 is to realize that partnerships are here, like any other relationship, to show us our point of attraction for evolution. And so yes, we're going to enjoy the honeymoon phase and the hormonal phase, and that's going to be so powerful. But at the end of the day, the relationships that we're building are for growth. There's no other way around that, right? They are for growth. So a lot of times when I say I haven't had luck in love, what that means is that there's already a setting between it within me that it is believing that the person that it's going to fall in love with me and that I'm going to fall in love with they, it's some sort of luck, or it's some sort of thing that's not necessarily part of who I am, or that it's not necessarily connected to me. And starting a relationship with that type of belief or statement, it's really dangerous, because from the very beginning, we have to assimilate and we have to understand that everything that I attract to my magnetic field is deeply, deeply, not a little bit, deeply connected to my energy, and has a lot to do already with me, even if I just met them yesterday, even if I just met them 5 minutes ago. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing, right? And it's all beautifully orchestrated in life. So my trust in the divine order of how this universe and energy works needs to be part of the words that I keep either saying or affirming about the relationship that I want to start, that I want to nurture, that I want to create with somebody. So if this person is attracted to me, I'm not saying that is the person because there's divine order. No, but all I'm saying is recognize that there's always a very deep connection with the people and the circumstances that are happening in the projection of your reality. Always, always, always. And so if you have registered that you're not lucky in relationships, it's because you have seen situations that haven't gone the way you wanted them to go as something that is separate from you. And the moment you see those circumstances separate from you, then you miss the healing, you miss the medicine, you miss what those teachers came to bring you. Yeah. This not only happens in romantic relationships, but this happens with your kids, with your parents, like I always say, even with your pets. Yeah. So those are the three aspects, right? The analogy of the butterfly. What type of garden are you creating to attract that butterfly? Yeah. The second one, what are the qualities that you are projecting and reflecting into the world? Notice those qualities and be very intentional about those qualities, because those are the qualities that you are going to attract. And the person that is coming to you, it's always going to be your teacher, showing you in a yucky way after the hormonal phase, when you feel irritated and annoyed by this person, what are the things that you still haven't learned? How are they going to show it to you? By showing an exaggerated version of the things in you that are still sitting in your ego, that haven't evolved, that haven't gotten to the next level of consciousness, right? So if you feel insecure about yourself, you're going to attract somebody or situations that are going to show that they are very insecure, right? If you feel that they don't respect you, it's because you're not respecting yourself, and so on. And so observe those things and take advantage of this time of being single and looking, having an inner introspection of how can I prepare my little garden and change things around and build myself up, because the other person that's going to come with me, it's just going to come to make me company and to teach me some lessons and to share life, but it's not necessarily going to come because I need it, right? Ideally, what we want in a relationship when we have secure attachment is I love you, I enjoy my time with you so much, but I don't need you, right? I don't need you because I already have fulfillment with myself, right? I've already created alignment and inner expression, authenticity. I have come back to my authenticity on my own. Yeah. And so I hope this three reflections help you out, and that when you find yourself wanting to say that you haven't had luck in love, that you look at those things, and it's not about resolutions and solving a problem and finally attracting that person. It's about shifting your attention, because remember, whatever you focus on expands, and we need to strengthen our will to put our attention exactly where we want to expand it. And what we want to expand, when we say we want to expand our romantic life, what we really mean is that we want to expand the connection with ourselves. Because a romantic life is an expression, a reflection of our own connection, our own bond with ourselves. So if we can't be with ourselves, if we are uncomfortable being with ourselves, if we are dissatisfied with being with ourselves, then there's a lot of work to do internally. Yeah. Okay, guys, I am so happy that I was here again on a Thursday for you. Remember that I have live sessions on Instagram and YouTube on Mondays, and then these recordings come out on Thursdays. I have my Conscious Woman Roadmap program, 90 days, starts in September and in January. And I am always, always, always sending you classes and master classes. You can be part of my Luna membership. Just go down here and find everything. Sign up for my newsletter. And that way we can stay connected. Thank you. See you again soon.